Single kids, let's choice. With some friends, make noise loud.
So we're watching another game. Alright, so hello and welcome to another episode of Two Player Not Two Player.
Fantastic start.
This week we're playing Vexx as requested by Scaryuli on YouTube. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Ulrika Liebertrau. This is for you.
Yes. So, yeah, I've never played this before. I've wanted to try it out, so we're going to give it a go and see how terrible we are at it. If our last video is anything to go by, we're going to suck major donkey dick here.
Man, I haven't played a platformer in a very long time.
We were talking about 2D platformers that we played recently, only minutes ago.
Well, I know, but it's
You're already coming up with excuses why you're going to suck.
Hey.
You're playing like roughly... You haven't even got into the game yet and you're already making excuses for yourself.
Well, if my skills are anything to go by, I'll be fine.
Also, you broke my chair.
Yeah, well,
you look tiny in the actual...
chair. So, it should be like up here-ish, but
It
then
was fine until
chair.
you got near it. It used to actually work.
But now the chair just falls back like this. So, not the most comfortable chair. I think you need to invest in a new one. I give this chair a solid 5 out of 7.
I hate you.
You okay? Come back to us.
I've glazed over. I'm looking at myself in the preview picture. It's beautiful. Now, if you're wondering why he looks so short, it's because he broke my chair, and he blames me for the fact that he broke my chair.
It's a cheap chair.
If you want to buy me a new chair for use in here, by all means, work away.
I don't need money. I'm poor.
That is true. Also, I might need to move the mic closer to you.
That's okay. No, it's okay. It sounds alright from this side.
I know. I'm just because I'm watching the little lights.
But I'm not being very loud, so.
Well, maybe you need to be louder then. This is the only... You're like one of the loudest people I know. At least.
Do you see the letters?
Yes.
And they're like little mice.
Yes. You shouldn't be telling me. You should be telling people watching the video. That does look kind of cool, though.
See? Okay, so.
Is this one of the videos just going to get mesmerised by all dialogue?
No, you are. So.
Oh, pretty dialogue.
Come back to earth, Dwayne.
Okay, there's a man with a beard.
I'll concentrate on the video, you do all the chat, okay?
How does that... That would be a very one-sided conversation, sir. Alright, so, yeah, it definitely does appear to be a 3D platformer. Move around using the left analog stick.
Tutorial level.
Dun dun dun! Alright, so what we wanted to talk about this week was, like, has digital distribution helped or damaged the games industry? What I mean is from the point of view of the players, not the companies. So. Has it made it better or worse? I'm not saying for or against either way. And let me just put it to you this way. Has the selection made it better for us that we have more freedom and people have to compare, or companies have to compete to make the guide that tells you how to double jump and you're going, no. Dude. L1.
But I was hoping...
And X.
Let's see, it's not L1 because it's an Xbox controller.
It is L1. It's left bumper 1.
Yeah.
You know how L1 works, right? Like it's just the one on the top left. Doesn't matter if it's in it.
Okay, this is my platforming skills at its best.
That's not the right button.
There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Small we run
while
up.
pressing forward, L1 and...
I wouldn't mind as well. As soon as you push back towards the screen, the camera tries to swing around you. See? It doesn't quite line up properly. And then it's inverted on the other side as well.
Why don't you try and change that in the options instead of whining like a little bit?
There we go.
I think Scaryuli's going to be very disappointed in your ability so far in this game.
That's alright.
That's okay.
She'll understand.
How do you know it's she?
She's a friend.
Friend, you say?
So, L1 and X. Yeah, so the
Not
camera...
after she sees you playing this game.
The back camera is a little bit annoying so far.
The back camera?
Yeah, the camera...
Not the front camera.
It's one of those... it's like a hovering camera behind you and it just follows you around.
Yeah, I've played video games before.
Okay. Yeah. Less sarcasm, please.
Alright, so has digital distribution and kind of ease of distributing games made it that people don't have to actually try to make a very good game anymore. It's, you can so easily put it out. And, anybody can make a game. So I can upload a game. And I will point out, I have a degree in game development, so technically, I could make a legitimate game. I'm not saying it'd be very good, but I do know the mechanics of a game. I can program, I can make assets. So anybody can pretty much make a game like myself, and there's no guarantee it's good, and you might find that out after you've dropped some money. Now, a potential respite to that, a potential saviour to that is the Steam refunds.
Yeah.
You've heard about those?
Yeah. So you don't like something after a week or something, you can refund it.
Yeah, as long as within a certain amount of time you haven't played more than 2 hours. Although they say they will consider all cases, even if you played over 2. So if you played over 2 hours, but it's like I got two levels in and then it breaks, but that was 2.5 hours of a 20-hour game.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of going, well, look, I couldn't have got there within 2 hours because it didn't break straight away.
I think it's reasonable.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But it does mean you can never rely on any money you make actually staying made.
I guess. Well, it's sort of why people should have demos for their indie games, because it means people can get a taster of what they're going to be buying before going into it.
The problem is if it's a 2-hour game.
Yeah, the demo.
And you have to download 90% of the assets just to play one level, because usually a lot of stuff you could fit one level in 90% of the data.
Yeah.
Depends on what type of game. 3D games can be different with high-end textures where they change from level to level.
And then there's always people who might
might
crack the security coding on it and then just rip the files down and have the full game anyway. So
yeah, it's actually what those messages that you remember said are unread messages on Steam there.
Yeah.
That's what Mully, as I will call him, not his real name. He forgot his own real name, by the way. That's what he calls himself. We were talking about the fact that they've actually hacked Doom. The new Doom 2016?
Yeah.
And the crack to actually make it work is basically you have to be logged into Steam, because they're hijacking the Doom demo on Steam to run the code to allow the game to run.
Right. That's not good. No.
So basically, he says his point of view was that basically this is like the ultimate sort of crack in the sense, because some cracks you could say it's for preservation or just so you don't have to put the disc in.
Sure.
There's so much effort and everything else. The only people who are going to play it are people who genuinely just want to rip off the company.
Yeah.
Not ones that are trying to get rid of having to put a disc in. Because it's always irritating having to put the disc in. And that then in turn slowing down the load times. You're like, I've loads of hard drive space. I wouldn't mind storing it all on the hard drive. And it decides no. So, yeah, like, there is issues with that in terms of maybe demo distribution and rip-off. And also, indie companies can't really afford the different... Like, most security is not free. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the license for, I'll use an old example, Scaryuli. Obviously, that is not a current one. But, yeah, you have to pay for licensing and most of that stuff. And as a result, an indie company probably can't afford it. So, in a sense, an indie company can't afford to protect itself.
Yeah, which is that's bad business as well.
But at the same time, maybe an indie game is so unknown that nobody other than a true gaming fan who'd be willing to pay for it is actually going to find it in the first place.
It's also not necessarily true. I enjoy quite a lot of indie games, and I find a lot of them through major platforms like Steam. They obviously help the indie community out an awful lot, and they
Humble
push
bundles?
people forward. Humble bundles, exactly.
It's every time they do a humble indie bundle, it's like, well, what new things I'm going to learn about this week?
Exactly.
Like, it's all fair and good going, and here's another bundle for Activision. You're kind of going, well, I probably own most of their games because I already know their games.
Yeah.
But when an indie bundle comes along, you kind of go, I wonder what this Super Meat Boy is like.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people discovered Super Meat Boy, one of the very first Humble bundles.
Yeah.
And it is now one of the more popular games.
It's a good game.
It's an indie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an example of a very strong indie game. And I think one thing indie games bring to the market is the possibility for true creativity and something new. However, is it fair to say that's maybe 1 in 1,000?
Probably. It's like anything else in life. Mass producing of whatever sort of themed things coming out. There's going to be a handful that are going to be a small percentage that are very good, and the rest of it's all, for lack of a better word, trash.
Take another media for example, books.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Every 100 years there's going to be a trilogy of Lord of the Rings books. Don't get excited. I mean, kind of something with that sort of popularity and respect.
Yeah.
But there's also going to be Da Vinci Codes.
It's true.
And there's going to be 50 Shades.
there's always going to be more people who are going to be interested in lots of different things as well. So it'll even itself out eventually.
Yeah, I think it means that people can find maybe more of what they want. The problem, I think, is the fact you have to go searching for it. And unless you're really, really into your gaming and have the time to research and discover and spend, it's very hard to get into indie gaming. As in, I think you can only pick two of those elements: time and money.
Yeah. So somebody who could spend 4 years on their own indie game, but by the time they release it, it'll be way out of date. People won't be interested. Something might have already come along which is the same thing, but better.
The amount of indie VR games. There are very few AAA VR things coming at the moment. Outside of companies that worked very closely with Oculus during development, like Bethesda.
Yeah.
And there's hacks for some AAAs. For example, the one I want, the only reason why I'm tempted to buy an Oculus or buy I forgot the name of the other one now.
Well, it's the same idea. It's a VR headset.
Yeah, the not PlayStation VR. Forget about PlayStation VR. It's the most successful, and it'll probably be the most successful of the lot because it's very accessible and it's cheap.
Yeah.
But then you don't have the freedom of PC.
Yeah.
PC
Master Race.
Tell me if you'd agree. The one thing I want a VR headset for, and if I get this, I won't care if I own a single other VR game ever.
Yeah.
GTA 5.
I can see the appeal. Yeah, just walking around, first person, just
it'd be like going outside without leaving my house or exerting any energy. It's like the ultimate fat man's journey.
I guess. I actually see the appeal of more of a Sword Art Online, that sort of level of VR. So rather than modern day weapons and cars and stuff, it'd be more of a medieval themed everything with magic and.
Well, I'll tell you one of the nerdiest things I can. I'll probably lose viewers for saying this. I'll probably lose friends, and I'll probably remain forever single for saying this. But something I have dreamed about using VR for many years.
Keep it clean, Dwayne.
No, that exists. No, I wanted to be able to walk around a museum.
Okay, that's very different. But that's...
You didn't think of that one, did you?
That's way more likely now than anything that we're expecting.
Well, yes and no, because are they 3D models or are they photographic? Because if they're photographic, you don't have the freedom that...
Think about
VR
Google's, what you call it, the panoramic
Street View. But that's still only... Like, it's still very... It's not 3D. Like, what they need is a 360 3D camera. And I'm not sure if a 4K 3D 360 camera really exists right now.
But it's very possible, and that's more likely to happen in the soon future than anything else.
Yeah. But that's what I think would be a really interesting thing, because, like, for example, and this is me going proper full nerd here, I'm a nerd as well as a geek. Do you know what I mean? I like books. I like learning things. I know that's weird and unpopular. Mm-hmm. But have you ever been to the Natural History Museum in Ireland?
No.
It's basically a big building in Dublin, free admission.
Right.
It's great. You get in for free. And it's basically all dead animals, like stuffed and taxidermy. Past and present, like for example the extinct Irish like massive deer. It's like fucking 10 foot tall.
What's that?
I don't know, I haven't played this before.
Well, guess what you're gonna do in
a few minutes,
minutes.
But like they had to, because there's a massive big area and there's like a big whale hanging from the ceiling, and it's a really old building, and you go upstairs and around the sides there's more windows like with things in them encased, and there's crocodiles and everything else in it. But the two upper floors have been closed off now for about 10 years because the fire marshal said that they were not to code. I think there was also some sort of a collapse at some stage, but they're not allowed, unless they do something, they're not allowed to reopen those floors. So you can see that there is lots of awesome stuff up there, and you can see there's professionals up there. The people who work there are allowed to go up near them, but you, as if you're going, I want to see the crocodiles. But if it was in 3D, I wouldn't even have to go to Dublin, which is all the better.
Yeah, no, it would be a very easily accessible way to get into things that you want to go see.
Yeah, and what it says, like, you're going, well, what money have they got to making that?
Oh.
They don't have an entry charge to most natural or national museums anyway, because they're considered property of the nation.
Yeah.
Therefore, making them available in VR. Yeah, exactly. Making them available in VR is, they're not losing money, and all it's doing is maybe interesting people to make them want to go and see it firsthand.
Yeah.
And look, I'm also a teacher, so to me, this is learning right here. But I think VR has some really cool applications outside of gaming. But I really do want to play GTA. And I want to drive a motorcycle because there was a video on YouTube of GTA 5 has been modified, by the way, for VR. Okay. That exists.
Somebody's throwing shit at me. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by it.
Is it actual fecal matter?
It's green shit.
I couldn't tell, I'm colorblind.
Who dares?
Houdini dares.
But yeah, anyway, out of your learning sensation.
Well, look, VR, as I say, like, what I was saying there about GTA is there was a video on YouTube of a guy on a motorbike in GTA 5 with the VR activated, and when you moved your head like that there, your head moved on the motorbike, and it just looked terrifying because, you know, you're doing 200 on a motorbike. How do you feel if that motorbike crashes? Considering that you're immersed in that world.
Oh god. I wonder if you definitely like frighten yourself. It'd be like a jump scare sort of scenario. Yeah. But
is it only a moment of time before someone has a heart attack from their body actually going into shock from believing that the thing just happened to them even though it didn't?
I wonder if there'll be a level of VR where if you're kind of a bit too plugged in, would it happen like that? Because it could definitely mess you up, especially if you get too sort of detached from reality.
Yeah, see, I think one thing that's keeping people grounded somewhat right now is controllers, but people, you know, like when we play video games, do you really think about what you're doing on the controller, or does your brain kind of just fill in the dots on that?
Pretty much fills in the dots. Like,
yeah,
right
so
now,
I'm
running on autopilot. Like.
Yeah, so I have a fear that your brain will kind of fill in the dots, make it feel like you're actually there, because as far the signals it's receiving says you're there. You're not actually moving, so your brain's kind of going, there's something weird here, but at the same time, I'm just going to have to buy into it. And the brain does a lot of the fucking back work and that sort of stuff. So your brain might convince you to enough of a degree that you're actually in the VR world. Especially when graphics get better, because the problem right now is every VR game looks shit compared to a AAA title because A, they're mostly indie titles, and B, you have to do at least twice as much rendering.
Right.
Because you need to render for each eye.
Why did you do that?
So that you have a sense of perspective.
Yeah.
That was retarded.
It's like, the other one went off and then this one did as well.
So, you know, I think maybe one problem with VR at the moment, and this reason I'm holding off as well, is computers, believe it or not, need to be more powerful.
Yeah.
As in,
I want to have going on in the background. Like.
Yeah, because I want to have like the quality of the PS4 games,
but in your viewing headset.
Yeah, which is why the PS Neo is coming out. Yeah. And I really don't have to buy a new PS4. But the thing is, I'm thinking it'd be better going for an Oculus or a PC-based headset.
Definitely. Just for the power. The consoles eventually will be upgraded, and the new ones that'll come out will have enough power to be able to.
And also, I'd imagine
all the platforms,
stuff like UDK will start coming with like built-in VR support, just at an engine level. So it'd be awesome if I had a VR headset and I'd like go and here's a level I made, have a walk around it.
Yeah.
Or what I like to do is like basically, and this might sound bad, but just hear me out. Before I owned this house.
Whoa, fuck. Sorry, that rock that came flying at me startled me.
Before I owned this house, I placed this table right here.
Right.
But what I mean is, what I did before I actually owned the house, because I always waited a long time to get ownership of the house, is I built a 3D model of the interior of the house.
Oh, okay. Just so you have a good idea of where you want to place stuff.
Yeah, so I made 3D models of all the stuff I had, what I wanted. I even chose colours for the walls and everything else.
Yeah.
And had a full sort of like, and
Sims.
here's my house. Yeah, well, pretty much. Like, that's the thing. I did drop it into a game engine at one point. Do you know why? Because I could.
But it does help with making your mind up for stuff.
Yeah, but that was the thing. But imagine I could have done that with a VR headset. And he goes, have a walk around my house. Okay, maybe if I put that online and made it freely available, that's just asking to be robbed.
Yeah.
You can just check, okay, so the locks are positioned here, here, and here. And if you put this in and keep tapping Y, you'll be able to get into a sitting room.
Yeah.
I love lock-picking mini-games. They're always terribly shit. So is it nearly my turn? Okay.
Level 1, done.
I'm going to say I've no idea what I'm doing because I've been talking shit for the last 20 minutes.
That's alright.
But now it's your turn to talk.
That's okay.
So what's your view on the AAA and the indie and the digital distribution?
I want to sort of veer it off back into the indie side of things. Cause
okay, do you want to just bring up the one thing that you get a serious boner for?
I will in a wee bit. Because it leads on to it.
Look, I rewrote the list on the board. At this point, I've got a whiteboard up there.
Yeah.
On the whiteboard,
Yeah.
along with like jobs,
It's there.
is a list of games I'm supposed to play.
Yeah.
I rewrote the list, made it smaller so I have more space for other stuff, and I still put his love child back on the board. He had nothing to do with the creation of the game. He just has a serious crush on it.
Absolutely fantastic game. No, I was here months ago, and I remember writing on the board, play
Writing on the
this
board?
game. Yeah.
I mean writing.
Right, I wrote on your
Why
whiteboard.
is this camera backwards?
You learn the controls, buddy. That's what you gotta do.
Justin Timberlake?
But yeah, I wrote it on the board ages ago just to kind of say it's an absolutely fantastic game. I think so as well. It's got raving reviews, but a lot of people don't really know about it because it's on the indie scene. So unless you follow that side of things,
Right, so this is the only place I can go.
Played it before.
But wait, did I load a level? I think I loaded a level.
Yeah, that's where you go.
All right, no, because it like I picked just black circle. Okay, I'm assuming those are tutorials.
Pretty much lessons, whatever you want to know.
Press select button anytime to view your wrath heart clues. Okay, so this hits things. Alright.
Do you want me to keep talking or do you want to learn to yourself?
Well, just what was this one about? That's
Okay,
the
so
speed run.
yeah,
Okay, so that lets me. Jesus Christ.
L1 augments your abilities.
There is no button for it.
For what?
Invert cam. Well,
No, yeah, it's
Reverse camera.
You're gonna have to deal with it like I did. You'll get there eventually, anyway. But yeah, from all the indie games I've played a couple of the I suppose a little bit more popular ones that popped up on Steam, like Dust Elysian Tales, like 2D slash MMO sort of kind of game. RPG sort of type game, so good storylines as well.
I have a feeling you were in this level because the arrows were all pointing the other direction.
Unless you went, I went to the top of the mountain part, so.
So you were up here before, weren't you?
You can always do some more of the tutorial things and learn what you need to do.
LOL! Tutorials!
You're the first person to get hit.
Wait, you never got hit?
No,
Then why did your health look low?
it was never low. So,
I was looking at this bomb.
go for it.
What?
Okay. Here's a challenge for you now, Dwayne. You have to do the whole 420 blaze it faggot. Air horn overlays on the video now.
Oh, Jesus, no. Don't make me do that.
So yeah, I played Dust Elysian Tale. Blade Kitten's another one, but the whole premise for this whole conversation was for Undertale. I'm sure at least most of you have heard of it in some shape or form.
I hope the person who requested the video has heard of it. Actually, no, they've talked to you before. They've heard of it.
Probably, yeah. No, it's absolutely genius of a game. I think it's brilliant. And for the indie scene as well, the fact that it got incredibly great reviews. It was in the top 10 charts and stuff like that over the past year, and it got awards and everything.
Do you recognise this room?
Yes, it's the starting room. Oh, what's that up there? The green thing.
It looks like some sort of...
Stand in the fire and...
Wait, I could actually get up there.
Yeah, if you push L1 to boost your jump.
No, that didn't work.
But you're still losing health doing that.
How much health?
1 health at a time, you've got 6 health.
Ah. Alright.
Maybe jump on the big fire and aim for the sides.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe I aim for... Damn it, camera! I can't aim the camera in there because the fountain's in the way.
Yeah. Told you, it's the background floaty camera.
Oh, that nearly worked.
You had the right idea there.
Yeah. Not intentionally, of course.
No.
But I couldn't aim there because the camera wasn't facing the right direction. Fuck you, camera. Fuck you. Fuck, and now I can't jump up high enough.
Nearly.
Do you want...
Okay, you're nearly dead as well.
Yeah, let's not do this thing. I think that's maybe a terrible idea. Okay, let's go back to the place where we were. And run away like scared little... whatever this vexing creature is. So tell us, Garrett, what is Undertale?
In all fairness, you should just go play it. Because it's hitting that point now where the more people I talk to it, the more I try and sell it off.
The more people you talk to it?
The more people I talk to about it, the more people I try and sell it to, the more they're like, yeah, I'll get around to it at some point. So I'd rather just mention the game and let people be inquisitive enough to go find out themselves. You've won.
No. The whole point of this video is that you actually talk. Stop trying to cheap out of having to talk about shit.
It's alright, we can talk about loads of other stuff.
Like what? Go on, you give us an example of something you could talk about.
On our schedule.
What the hell is this?
We have...
Did you go onto this?
No, you can change the...
Time of day?
Yeah.
But why?
Because different things happen different times of the day. What things? I wonder. So you can see the thing moving in the background.
The portal closes.
So yeah, the portal obviously only opens up sometimes a day. Go for it.
I have no idea where we're going.
That's fine. Okay. It's a puzzle room.
Yep.
Don't forget you've 1 health. 2 health. Kill it! Kill it! That demon think he had a really bad day. Yeah, you're in uber concentration mode now.
No. You're an Uber constant. Shut up. Fuck. Oh! Skills!
Pure luck.
Luck skills? I'm really good at being lucky.
No, no, no,
Fuck!
no, 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 no.
Well, that worked badly.
Into the void with you.
Hard to avoid that one.
Okay, you've actually got lives, so don't do that again.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Alright. What?
Come on.
Huh?
First challenge.
I wonder if I can fall off the edge.
Nearly. Glitched.
Oh! Glitch 360 faggot! That's a thing, right?
No.
It's like, are you actually a gamer? Or just...
Making this up as you go along.
Well, yeah. Fuck.
Ooh. I actually thought you were gone then.
So did I. Oh.
Don't forget about the boosted jump.
I don't like the boost jump.
Save your life. Why is there a stripper pole in the middle there?
Sweet. This game knows how much I love strippers. Wait, that's a lie.
Push square to jump off. Okay.
Probably could have just get up there with the other thing, Bob.
Yeah, maybe it's just
Alright.
letting you know that that's a thing.
I don't like the camera's nearly aiming too high for my liking.
Yeah, and the fact that it's the controllers are reversed as well is really annoying.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm team non-inverted camera.
Fuck!
Oh, that worked out alright. They look like collectibles, but I can't collect them. Don't know why that's relevant.
There you go, there's another heart. So okay, so we're collecting hearts at the moment. That seems to be the objective so far.
Garrett, me and you, we're always collecting hearts.
Pay more attention to the game tutorials.
Garrett,
what?
The day that happens, it'll be neither of us playing. Yeah, I don't know. I think games have benefited because I think AAA have realised to some degree they have to test the games more. But saying that, games have gotten more complex, and as a result, we're getting more and more games nowadays that are coming out broken.
This is true. People rush deadlines a lot as well.
Mm. Well, they have to because they're like
demand.
4 years into development of a game.
Yeah.
If it takes that long to turn over a game, it's a long time before anybody gets any profit.
Okay.
Yeah, I take it to get 60 hearts before I can enter that space.
You get 2. So, right behind you. There, next one. To the left. There you go, 2 hearts.
Alright, because I thought if you go here, watch.
You can. So, Timberdale obviously has fucking 10 hearts. You can get 9 hearts.
Yeah, because I got that one there, but I thought I was getting that one.
No. So, there's
brings to an escapist smashes or be knocked out of the ring. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so collect as many hearts as you can, and then you unlock each level as you go.
Find the pulsing treasure on an ancient knuckle.
Yeah.
On a knuckle.
Maybe there's a big hand statue.
That'd be handy.
Handy.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. But like the most recent one, the game I've most recently kind of played new would be the Batman Telltale series.
Tell us all
Episode
about it.
1, because that's all that's been released as of creating this video.
Saying that, it's half an hour in. Do you want to swap? Because I collected a heart and you collected a heart.
Yeah, you were playing for 20 minutes though.
Oh, okay, fine.
Give me 5 minutes more and then you can pretty much play it out.
Go for it. So
Because I collected a heart without knowing what the fuck I was doing.
yeah.
Fucking aliens. Alright. So if I follow the arrows. I like the way they kind of sling away.
Yeah. I like the way the hitboxes are nice and big, so even if you miss, you hit them.
Yeah. What I'm not so fussy about these sorts of yugs. Especially when the camera then goes, nope, we're going to go behind you.
Yeah. Go. Go.
It's risky
Go.
using this move.
Okay.
Because
You got loads of time with these ones.
yeah, but it's really
You
risky
propel
using that
yourself
move
up
because you
the-
can't see where you're going. Do you know what I mean? You, can just
You don't have to
propel-
jump. You could have just walked.
Yeah, that's true. But what's the fun in that?
Let's make it difficult. Yeah. Now you're using it. Now you're using it properly.
Now you're.
Don't stop
thinking
moving.
of
Don't stop
what-
moving. Don't stop moving.
I've stopped. I'm
Don't stop
scared.
moving. Don't stop moving.
I'm scared.
Go. Keep jumping while moving forward.
Right, maybe if we do this.
There's another bong over there.
You another bong? Oh, there's another one over there too.
Yep.
I don't want to go up that.
Not yet.
Alright.
Just you have to go that way anyway.
Alright, so.
Go.
Fuck, fuck, fuck,
Go,
fuck,
go, go.
fuck. Oh! There actually was. What's
Careful, there's a big hole there.
I want to say it's not Snorlax. What's the name of the thing from Star Wars that's in the pit?
The vagina in the ground.
Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure not its official name. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not its official name. Also, what I'm guessing is that when you pick a certain star, it arrows out that one. So even though it's the same level, the arrows now point to a different location.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just you can go anyway. Just go collect a...
Well, I'm not saying that it's going to restrict you, but whoever one you choose is probably the one it highlights.
Maybe.
Like, I'm going to assume that smashing this...
So there's a heart in there,
Yeah, that's...
but I don't think you can smash it like that. I bet you're going to have to get an ability to unlock doing that sort of thing. You hold square to go down, and then hold up, inverted.
Alright, so we're now loading an underwater section.
Yep. Not the most favourite part of my childhood games, when you have to avoid drowning.
Did you hear about that in the Telltale game, or in the Batman game, that a lot of people were experiencing problems with it?
No, what?
Well, it's not working.
Oh, okay.
There were some people were getting 10 frames per second. Oh my god, it's one of those.
What?
Look at the map.
Yeah, it's a maze,
It's a maze.
but you're going the wrong way. It's actually, it's helping you out, giving you a map of the maze.
I only just realised the maze map was there. But there's something... Is that a mine, or what is it that's...
You see, your oxygen is there. See the little bubble going around your health? That's your oxygen levels. You want to get in the bubble behind you, just there, for more oxygen.
Where is it?
It's there.
Oh fuck. Oh, come back. I never go up. Oh, it floated away from me.
It's square again, I think. There you go.
Right, so I need to learn how to swim. Alright, so I need to go... Not that way.
If you
Oh no,
want,
I see what you have to do.
Yeah.
Need to go around here. No, that's not what you do.
Left.
Left.
In there. And then quick right. No. Back.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at the map while...
No. Pay attention to where you're going. Through there. Follow the...
Yeah, it's the...
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of oxygen now though.
Well, you just lose health each time you do it.
Alright. Not seeing
It's
more
not too bad,
oxygen.
because you can get your health back. But
Oh wait, there's oxygen.
there you go. Grab the bubble.
Working on it.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm here now. Oh, there's 2 exits. I'm just... How do I get to those exits? So that doesn't get me through to there. I'm not seeing the way through. That's the problem I'm having here.
Yeah.
Okay, I picked up oxygen and I'm still dying.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Yeah. Well, if you die, I'll play again.
Well, I'm not doing the water level. Oh god, what have you done? What's that?
Scarlac. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I didn't know that was there, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, look, once I seen it there, I'm like, okay, that's a thing you go through. I could work that much out myself. You didn't pick up the oxygen, man. You're gonna die now. Like you're as good as dead now. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
You have now collected shape. You can now throw shape successfully.
How do you get out of here? You came from up, didn't you?
Don't. I don't think you get out that way. I can just go out the door you come in.
Yep. As in...
So maybe you can't go to one of the other two sections, it's just you get into those from some other hole in the ground.
Or maybe that thing I picked up was a key for another door, but I'd rather not do the water level. Again, this goes back to
your fear of
Sonic.
Accidentally water level again.
There we go.
No.
Do you remember Sonic when you were a kid? And it had Sonic 1 had the labyrinth level.
Oh yeah.
Where you're underwater.
Climb. That animation of Sonic dying.
Yeah, that's
is forever ingrained in my mind. I'll never forget it. I had
to go get like my dad and mum to come in and help me play, like finish that level, just so I didn't have to do the whole drowning phase.
That was the big problem with being the oldest in the house. You didn't have any older siblings to help finish the game for you.
Yeah.
So your dad's like, fine. Did your mom Sonic?
Mum was Sonic and dad was Streets of Rage.
Really?
Yeah. Cool.
Which character did he play as?
Axel. Not Axel. Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
The dark-skinned chappie.
Fucking hell, man. You've got a name. What's this thing?
Yeah, Adam. You said it. I'm describing him now. Axel was where it was at.
You mean the fella in the yellow t-shirt? He's got the long-range jump kick.
Yes. And Axel. He's badass. Fuck.
There's something in the ground.
There's always something in the ground.
Get up. Leave me alone.
Otherwise,
when in doubt, jump over it.
Do we should make a video cast where the entire thing consists of us making statements, like Will Smith's son.
I'm
how can
pretty sure.
How can we see if our eyes aren't real? How can we game if we don't have hands?
What's that? Sandcastle. Of sorts. Whoa! Cheeky bugger.
How can video games hurt you if they're not real?
That's
actually a philosophical question rather than a Willow Smith question.
No, because, well, you're exactly right. I don't know, I picked it up when I was really young. Just whenever your character gets hit, you're like, ow.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well,
I'm not physically
have you ever
hurting.
watched a movie before and a guy got kicked in the nads?
And you're like, ooh.
No.
Yeah.
That's a universal feeling.
Sure.
When you actually feel his pain.
I'm sure there's a term for it of some sort, right?
Phantom pain.
Neural sympathy or something. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Sympathetic pain. Well, there's the same sort of thing in relation to pregnancy and stuff like that. You know, when a man has kind of a...
heard about that.
Sympathetic to his significant other. I don't want to say, wife, because it's a modern world and not everybody's married and...
all that jazz.
I don't want to offend anybody, I'm sorry.
It's so hard to not offend people nowadays.
You do an entire podcast about that, but it'll just offend people.
Billy Connolly's take on it is, you're offended, so fucking what? Be offended.
Well, people have a right to different opinions, but I don't think people have a right necessarily to
impose that on other people.
Yeah, and I do believe that there is things which should be off limits. There's things you shouldn't do or say. But my view is very simple on all of it. If it's not actually hurting anybody else, then what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
As he goes, oh my god, how could you do that in public? Is it hurting? Is it actually doing you harm? Is it actually in any way doing something that is against your religious views or...
What?
No, it's offensive to me. Oh, I'd get off of those guys, you. I see exactly what this is.
Right, yeah.
You have to get to the end with the most blocks.
Fuck off, you. Get off. Shit.
Did you die?
Yeah. I tried to knock him off.
You're back. 10 seconds. There's a guy in 40-something.
No.
You're
Come on!
There's a guy in the 50s. I think he might actually be last.
Yeah. Ah, okay. That's actually a fun wee game.
Yeah.
You can knock them off.
It's starting to feel more and more like Mario Party mixed with Mario 64.
Yeah, you can actually knock them off. You just have to time it properly. Your attack animation has
This door?
a time. Yeah, your attack animation has like a delay at the end of it.
GG, yeah.
Good game. Is that what you're thinking?
Okay, good.
No.
Right.
Everyone fell.
We all fell for that one.
Careful.
I'm trying to be careful.
Look, they're stuck in the middle there. Back. No!
I jumped and I missed.
Inner demons, all that jazz.
Ah!
It's not as easy as you think.
You're not as easy as you think. I still fucking won though.
Lucky, very lucky.
It's because I managed to somehow trap them twice.
You did. There you go, okay. Do it again.
No, there's a second round!
Do it all over again.
No!
One of them's gone.
Oh no, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an elimination.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Whoa!
Careful.
Being a scumbag sometimes pays off.
You got them trapped again.
Yeah, boy!
Good job.
Woo!
That's good.
I'm a Ryan Stone Cowboy!
One left, and I hope this guy actually hits you and knocks you out of the ring.
So do I. I hope it makes me start the entire thing again.
Go that way and just hit him straight away. Oh, come on.
I wonder if he'll use the same strategy as me. Brilliant! I spawned on the other side! I got confused!
Nearly.
I'm trying to make it that he basically ends up trapped.
He's just following you around. Oh no! You trapped yourself!
No! Yes, boy! Damn it! I tried to knock him off at the end just to be an asshole.
There you go. There's your heart.
Dude, the minigames in this aren't bad unless they're underwater.
That's pretty good, yeah. So, mixture of puzzles, mixture of platforms.
Yeah, I can see why this was picked by our...
Friend Uli.
Yes, Scaryuli.
Scaryuli?
Because it's not just a plain ordinary platformer. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that maybe he doesn't like playing ordinary platformers. I mean, something different, something distinguishes it from the minigames in Ratchet & Clank.
Exactly.
Shake your booty, which is just clicking things in time. So I don't think we've covered half of what we really could on games in this game, and also the topic that we were supposed to be talking about.
Ah, well, it's good.
No.
But yeah, we proved that there's an awful lot to this one.
There's depth. What I'd say is, my opinion is that the companies that clearly are no longer paying as much attention might be the trick it is, but I think the big problem is actually the amount of time and effort that now has to go into a game.
Yeah.
Versus what would have gone into this game here. And I'm not saying this game was an easy game to make.
No.
But just, it's not 4 years with a team of 500.
Yeah.
And when you've got that sort of complexity and also the complexity of the hardware with it, it's very hard to get shit right.
Like, games had so much stuff in them. Or it feels like earlier games, older games, had so much to them, and there was always something else to do, and it didn't feel like you were like grinding constantly or backtracking the whole time. The worlds felt quite open, and the levels were well thought out. But you're right. Compared to the complexity of games nowadays, there's not nearly as much stuff to have to work on in terms of detail, in terms of graphical power, in terms
even
of
compatibility. Yeah, so I think that's, like, a lot of people put a blame on the companies not testing, but the problem is there's too many possibilities to really test.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't absolve people from blame, but it does mean that we have to be aware of the fact that, if you want to play games on a variable system, expect results to vary.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of the situation. Oh, don't press that in midair. That's, I think, what we're up against. Like, there's so many variations in PC hardware now and software that it's just very hard to actually get it right. And I think that people expecting them to have that is just difficult. I will say I usually don't have major problems, and I think sometimes people are just whiny as well. That's not to say everybody who's ever had a problem is just whining, but at times people will pick one tiny detail and consider the game, oh, I'm never going to fucking play it because there's just one mini puzzle in the game that takes 30 seconds out of your 20 hours playing and it doesn't work right.
Yeah.
So I fucking hate this and I'm never going to play it again.
If you go left up that way.
I think I'm back here again.
So follow the slip road. There you go.
I thought it was quicksand and I couldn't go up here.
No.
No, man, no. So I think AAA, like, maybe more has to go into that stuff. Even maybe more time. Like what you mentioned earlier for indie games could work great for AAA, which sounds weird because it's something AAA has done for a long time.
Yeah.
Demos. You want to refine the actual core mechanics and make sure they work in different hardware variations.
Like,
have 200,000 people download your game, the first level for free, and tell you.
Some games do it, like Star Wars Battlefield.
It's
mostly
the
big open beta sort of.
Yeah,
that was
mostly
a testing demo.
That's mostly for stress testing and a multiplayer. That's mostly for stress testing online.
Yeah,
I think it needs to happen more for single player because think about it, the multiplayer systems in these games nearly work better now because they get more testing.
Yeah,
they get live testing, and maybe the problem is that, as you say, you prefer multiplayer gaming. Maybe people are forgetting that some people still play single player games.
Yeah,
like even Uncharted now has a major multiplayer component.
Go that way. I'll tell you what, I'll do the puzzle.
What puzzle?
It's the one that you couldn't do earlier on.
What one I couldn't do earlier on?
This one. Remember he fell into the...
Nope,
Sarlacc pit?
I've no recollection of what you're talking about.
It never happened.
This is all news to... Fuck!
Wow. Wow. Go. Whoa.
Okay, you do it.
Okay.
What I'll point out is you have to actually be... You can't just press a direction and that button, you have to be actually running at the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just throws you into the air and you die a miserable death. So after this puzzle, should we
call it?
Call it?
Yeah.
And what are your feelings so far? Is this a AAA title or is it an indie?
I quite like this game. I don't know, because I didn't hear about it when I was younger, and it's a PS2 game.
I did hear of it, but I didn't know much of it. Like, what I'd say about it is interesting. Some of the puzzles and stuff are nice in it. What I think could get irritating is whenever you have to search a large landscape level like this over and over again to find which of the 50 different paths is the one for the final heart you need. Unless those arrows are actually pointing us in the direction of the one we selected. In which case, that's quite nice actually. That's exactly what the game needs. You know, because there's nothing worse when you have to backtrack through a level. We talked about this in the last video.
Yeah, but like the way I sort of see this is imagine the game, like think of Spyro.
Yeah.
The same idea.
Yeah, but I don't like going back and going, I'm going to get all the collectibles in most of those games. I'll try and get as many collectibles as I can on my playthrough.
Come here, bitch.
Where?
Bitch.
You believe you can do this? No.
Yep.
Jump. Yeah. See, it's one of those puzzles that requires a small amount of attention, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If I had been paying more attention instead of talking shit about games.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So on indie games, I think indie games as a whole is great because it means that anybody can be a game developer, but it also carries the risk of anybody can be a game developer. Stripper poles.
That's a trap.
No,
oh no!
It's the only progression path.
No! Okay.
You know how this works?
Yeah. Is it square?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Basically what you need to do now is you need to dance for dollars.
Okay. Okay, you have to aim it just right.
That was terrible.
Okay.
I've had some gems of games. Have you ever played Shower with Your Dad Simulator?
What?
It's legitimately a game.
Oh no!
I will show you this afterwards. You'll enjoy it. I believe you'll go out and buy this game.
It sounds dodgy. Okay, so collect these 2 bonds and then we'll call it.
It's about high time we collected these. Woo! Indie games great. Carries a risk. I think the only way to really nail what you get is look at reviews. Look at what other people have to say. Steam does have a review section. Look what they say. If a game is listed as overwhelmingly positive, there's a very good chance it's not a pile of heaping, steaming shit.
Yeah.
If it says mixed, then it may or may not be for you. Maybe if it's on sale, maybe if it's in a bundle, it's worth getting. If it's on Bundle Stars, $150 for 10 games, you're bound to like one of them.
Yeah. And then you've got a bunch of other games that you can just do whatever with.
Yeah, because I got 1,000 games on Steam, but how many of them cost me more than 50 cents?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Your Steam library is probably worth more than mine, despite the fact that, it costs more than mine.
Yeah, you got about 10 times the amount of games that I have, but the amount of Bundle Stars and stuff that you got for. Yeah, you got loads.
But I find that I like experimenting with games. Part of why I do this series is that I basically can pick a random game off of my shelf, which there is nearly 900 games. I bought 25 games for the PS2 this week.
Yeah. There you go.
I can pick a random game off the shelf that I haven't played before, like Vexx. I've played Time Splitters before.
Sure.
I recently got State of Emergency 2. Might do a video on that, or might just play it myself. It's nice to just experience something without having to ride the hype train.
Yeah.
Choo choo, motherfucker. But that's the problem. I don't like hype. I don't like when people go, this game is awesome because of this, and this, and going, I'd like to see if I like it myself. You know? So, we're spinning around here. I just wanted to finish off what I was saying. I think it's a mixed bag. Indie's good. Buy stuff cheap. Look at reviews. Watch out for AAA. Look at reviews regardless. Steam has them endlessly. This game should be played or not played again. To play or not to play?
To play.
To play.
I think this has got loads of potential. There's so much you're going to be able to do with this.
Yeah.
You could actually get a lot of hours out of this.
I hold a little bit of apprehension for how they do some of the stuff in the game. Maybe getting all of the collectibles, but I have a feeling you don't have to get all the hearts.
No, you just have to get enough. So
we don't know that. There could be another floor where the very final bosses collect every heart.
Yeah, maybe. There's going to be some super boss that,
Yeah, you don't know. I hold a little bit of apprehension about how some of that stuff develops, especially with harder levels later on, and I also don't like the way some of the jump mechanic works. You have to actually be running to do that very fast. If you do that there...
On the spot, high jump.
Yeah.
Or you have to be moving, and then you can
so if you're in a very tight platform with a very awkward to use camera, it can be quite difficult to actually initiate that forward jump and get it in the right direction. But otherwise, it's a to play for me. I like platformers anyway. I have a soft spot for them.
I think if I had this when I was a kid, I would have definitely.
Yeah, you would have with one of those games. You would have got every heart, and because you would have just gone
completionist than me.
Yeah, you would have just gone completely OCD on it.
Yeah.
All right, so look, this has been Dwayne. This has been
Gareth.
I hope that you've enjoyed this game. Let us know if there's any other games you'd like us to play. We'd like to thank Scaryuli for the request. If you've got any more requests, please do let us know. And let us know what you thought of the video, what you thought of the discussions, of any other topics you'd like us to talk about in the comments below. And we will do our best to accommodate people as much as possible. Thank you and good.